So I've spent over $50,000 on GOAT for my personal collection on shoes. I'm going to show you guys the best way to find really good deals for yourself. And I've also done millions in sales in the reselling game, so I know how to get a good deal or two. And I'm going to show you guys again in this video how you can find some really good deals on GOAT. So here we are on GOAT. This is personally my favorite way to source cheap shoes, specifically new with defect shoes and also used shoes. Now, can you get good deals on new shoes on GOAT? Sure, but new prices are pretty much going to be the same across platforms on StockX, GOAT, POIZON, eBay. They're all generally the same. You might save 10 to 20 bucks there. So, just look up your shoe on whatever you want if you're going to buy it new on each platform. But specifically to find really good deals, GOAT's a great place to go. So the first thing I like to do is type in what I'm looking for. So I went up here and I typed in Dunk SB, as you guys can see. And, the first thing you want to do is then use the filters to find your favorite size or the size you wear. It's a lot easier to do this on your phone, in my opinion, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it on my computer. Let's say I wore sizes 9 through 10. So I'm going to choose these ones. In fact, let's do 10 and a half just because I want to have, a lot of examples here. Actually, I chose even more sizes just to make it easier. But once I do that, then you're going to sort it. So you're going to come down to the condition here. And I like starting with new with defects. And if you don't know what new with defect shoes are, essentially they're shoes that might have a glue stain or a stitching mark, whatever it might be, that has made the shoe defective. Is there anything wrong with the shoe? No. Are they brand new? Yeah. So you can get really good deals on these shoes. So once I do that, I like to do price low to high, which is right here. And then I kind of just go through it and take some time kind of scrolling through what I actually like. In this video, I'm just showing you how to find actual good deals. You might not like the shoes that I show you in this video, but these Turdunkins already caught my eye. Why? Because they're 97 bucks, size 9.5. If you click it here and you actually look at what they actually go for, 9.5 sells for 162. Right now, new with defects is 97. So that's a $60 price difference on there, 65 bucks. If you click view, again, I'm telling you guys, these shoes have nothing wrong with them. So here's the shoe. This is new with defects. I think it said scuffs. So somewhere on the shoe, there might be like a scuff mark. Maybe it's this on the toe box. But as you guys can see, the shoe's never been worn. Dirt would show up really well on this. These are brand new. And again, you can buy them brand new, good box for $65 less than what you would be buying them if you bought them under new. And the reason I recommend you guys do this is even if the shoe is maybe slightly worn or creased or has a scuff, again, for this one, what does it say? Odors. Apparently this one doesn't smell very good. Well, put some, good, clean smelling stuff inside of it. But to me, if you wear this shoe, guys, and, you beat it up or whatever, you would still minimum be able to sell it somewhere around that price. I mean, the used prices are all going for minimum 142. So like here's the used one for 142, and this one is in way worse condition than the one we just looked at, right? And the other one's 45 bucks cheaper. So my point is, if you buy the right shoes, you can actually technically wear them for free. All right, so that was one down. Let's look for some others. I'm gonna try to find like a really good deal. Okay, this one's a great deal, but this is why you have to look at the photos. So this shoe goes for $300 to $400, depending on the size. Right now, new with defects, you can get this for $126. Used pairs sell for even more than that, and these ones are all discolored. This one's actually in really good condition. The only problem is since it's like 10 years old now, you can see there's some cracking. So they actually showed it. There's some cracking here, But overall, if you wanted to get a $300 shoe that no one else has because it's 10 years old, it's understandable that it's going to have some cracking like this. That's still a very, very good deal, right? And that's the whole idea of going with these new with defect shoes is if you want to save $175, it might make sense for you to buy this shoe and use that money for something else. Now, one thing else I forgot to mention, these photos clearly show that, this guy was taking it at his house. But if you guys saw the photos that I just showed you on those other dunks, those are already at GOAT. So what that means is since it's already at GOAT, it actually works the same way as if it was instant shipped. And because it's instant shipped, that means that shoe can get to your house in as little as 3 to 4 days, which is awesome. So that's another benefit of buying those shoes at GOAT already. You just save even more money. Here's another one, really great colorway dunk. These go for about 190. Right now, again, you're saving 40 bucks on this pair. Brand new. They said there's some scuffs on it. So usually they'll show you where the scuffs are. Do you guys see anything wrong with this shoe? But you'd be saving 50 bucks. And the thing is with this shoe, again, I'm telling you, let's look at the used prices on here. They're all around the same thing. So if you bought it at that price, you'll still minimum be able to sell it for around what you paid, which is awesome. I mean, think about it. How cool is it that you can buy shoes and essentially get paid to wear them or pay very little to wear them? Same thing with these. Sometimes you want to check the new without box. So you can get the new one without box for 142. If you are really just keeping this shoe for personal, the box isn't worth 50 bucks there. If you did want the box, you can buy this one and again, save 40 bucks. And yeah, you can just go through this and look at the shoes that you specifically like. And I'm telling you guys will find some really good deals. Again, I just looked up SB Dunk. You can look up whatever shoe you want. You can look up Dunk. You can look up Jordan 1s. One other thing, when you're looking up Jordans, sometimes they'll show the grade school or the women's shoes. Let's say you just wanted men's. You can also filter by gender. So now we're just looking at men's shoes with Jordan Retro in the title. And a lot of the first ones are going to be junk. Like this isn't stuff you might not care about very much. But hey, these are kind of cool. And especially if you look at the date. So this is a 2014 one. This isn't the new one. And I'm guessing these are going to have some sort of problems, right? If we look at it, I mean, I bet they have some sort of issue with it. But 68 bucks. Let's see. Here it is, 68 bucks. And you can see there's some separation. So again, that's why you have to look at the photos. This shoe wouldn't make sense to buy. But if you're a restorer and that's something that you actually enjoy doing at your hobby and you want the older one, that's a good deal. Okay, this one's kind of a crazy deal. And some of these shoes aren't really worth it. This one was $90, okay? This shoe retails, I think, $300. There's a lot of discoloration on this one. If you know how to get it out, like that's obviously a really good deal. But that's why, again, you got to look at the photos because some shoes is just not worth, paying that, like saving 70 bucks, sure, but your shoe is completely discolored. In my opinion, not worth it. And sometimes you have to check because this one said the new with defects one was this one for 104. And as you can see, there's a ton of discoloration on this shoe. In fact, I bet it's used too. If we look at the bottoms, they didn't even show the photos of it. I wouldn't buy this one just because of how discolored it is. But if you look at this one, this shoe's a $290 shoe. Right now, this same shoe, not nearly as much discoloration, maybe a little bit, is a really, really good deal. So it's okay to actually just take some time and look at the different sizes and also the different listings. And I'm telling you guys, every night and every morning, I would just scroll and look at the shoes I wanted. I would look up Jordan Retro, I'd look up Travis Scott, and I would find really, really good deals for myself on shoes that, again, I really wanted to buy, but I didn't want to buy, at the price that they were going for. And by the way the sneaker market is right now, you can get some fire shoes very cheap. I mean, these ones are 118 size 9. This shoe, same thing, 111 size 9. Like if you're size 9, you can buy 2 super fire shoes. Again, maybe they're hype, maybe they're not. I think they're great looking shoes for $230. That's a great price. And again, by going through the defect stuff, you can actually see a lot of older releases that came out, which is cool because again, these are stuff that people might have had, like this one, for example, that maybe they forgot they had, and then they list it over time and you get a really good deal on it. Or it's not a super good deal because this one's really discolored. But again, if you're someone who, knows how to whiten up shoes, that is still a really good deal on a brand new shoe that came out, 10 years ago? Very good price. Now, this is the best way to save money is on used shoes. You might not be someone who wears used shoes, totally get it. If that's you, just stick to the shoes that look basically DS and you can find some very, very, very good deals, right? I'm not talking about buying shoes like these that are clearly beat up. I'm talking about a shoe like this. So this shoe is listed as used, and I know the resale value on this shoe isn't super high to begin with, but some of these deals, just because they're used, will be way cheaper. And honestly, if you look at the photos, like this one's listed as used. Let's look at the photos. It doesn't even look worn, right? So maybe GOAT mistaken this shoe as used. It's at GOAT. You would get this shoe in 3-day shipping instead of probably a week or two. And you save, I don't know, what is that, 17 bucks? It's a pretty good deal. And again, this isn't a one-time thing. If you live this lifestyle, let's say, of buying these used shoes cheap, like this is a good deal, you can just save a ton of money over time. And then when you're done wearing a shoe, you can sell it for the same price and not have to lose any money out of pocket. And I'm telling you guys, this is a good deal because look, new is listed at 154, and this is a dope shoe, by the way. This one's listed at 82 bucks. Let's look at it on here. I think these ones were used. Maybe they weren't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think this shoe is used. Does it look used to you guys? Like you could resell this shoe. You could buy it for, what was it listed at? 82 bucks. You could totally buy this shoe for that price and sell it for more. Like I guarantee you, because there's almost nothing wrong with that shoe. It didn't even look used. I'm telling you guys, you can find some really good deals if you follow this method. So yeah, guys, this definitely does take some time to go through and actually look at. But the thing is, there's not a lot of people that are doing this, and you can find some really good deals on the used shoes. One last thing that I will mention, you can also bid on these shoes. So if there's a good deal, like, I don't know, let's say you wanted to buy, let's find a cool one. These ones are really cool. Let's say you wanted to buy these, but you didn't want to pay $132 on them. You can always bid $115, and the buyer will actually get notified as long as your bid is within 15% of the bid. And I've had it so many times where a buyer will either lower the price or go and accept my bid, and I save a bunch of money as well. So yeah, guys, that's how you can find some really good deals on GOAT. And I challenge you next time you're looking to actually be okay with buying some used or new with defect shoes, because ultimately, if you save even $30, 20 bucks, 50 bucks, you can spend that on the next shoe that you buy. And if you buy 3 or 4 shoes, essentially your next one's going to be free just because you're getting really good deals. And at the end of the day, who doesn't want to save money? On top of that, this stuff maintains its value. I've had so many shoes that I've bought for a certain price, worn them for a few months, and then I'm like, I don't want this shoe anymore, and I sell it for more. Think of it, you can get paid to wear shoes. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything you want to say, leave it down below in the comments. If you guys are interested in getting started in reselling as well, I have a link to my Discord down below so you guys can join my free reselling community. Got a bunch of tools and courses in there that you guys can watch all free, and would love to have you be a part of it. But other than that, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.